Good morning. It is Vlogmas day 20. It is absolutely pouring rain outside. It has been pouring rain since yesterday afternoon, and it will be pouring rain for the foreseeable future. And I would love nothing better than to stay at home inside my cozy house today, but I need to go out and do some Christmas shopping this morning. I can't put it off any longer. I am really tired today, and I think just all the various events and activities are catching up to me, but this too shall pass. I thought I would touch base with you before I head out. We had our last night of curling before the Christmas and New Year's break last night, and we did not win, unfortunately. But we did have bar duty, and it was very busy because of it being the last night. A lot of people from both the ladies teams and the men's teams that follow us stayed and had drinks, and they had opportunity to buy appetizers, and so it was a noisy, crowded, very busy time, but at least bar duty went fast because we were sort of on our toes the whole time. My curling rocks went over very well. Received some lovely gifts in return. Our teammate, who's the potter, made us all little bowls to put she said to put our rings in. I will probably put knitting stitch markers or other types of notions and keep it by where I knit so that I can see it and use it all the time. I'll show it to you later. I didn't bring it downstairs here. One teammate gave us homemade fudge. Unfortunately, she is sick, and that's why I curled last night as opposed to just going for afterwards. She is heading to Australia on Christmas Eve, so she's hoping very much to get over her cold by then, so I hope she does. Received also a little set of gnome salt and pepper shakers. They're really sweet. And then also a set in a little box of like spreaders for, cheese or pate. And I don't have any of those, so it was a great gift. So it was very lovely. We got home about 9:30, so not too late. So my husband had some things to wrap, so he went downstairs, watched TV while he did that. And I knit on my scarf, and then I got up this morning early and did some more work on it. So I think it's on day 17 now, I think. So you can see the pink has transitioned into this really pretty green, almost a tealy spruce green. So this stripe has a little bit of pink mixed in, and now this one has a little bit of brown in it. And then I think it's the next 2 days that have brown in them. So let's find out what day 20 holds. There's not very many packages left in this. It's kind of sad. I'm going to be sorry when this all ends. It's been so fun to look forward to every day. So there's day 20. It's on the mountain tweed base, and more brown and kind of a goldy, light yellowy color, and then there's a little bit of orange showing there. So that is pretty. So when I get to it, I will enjoy it. I have been, for the most part, all my little leftovers, I've taken the time, I think all but one, to divide them in half and roll them into 2 little tiny balls, so that when I go to work on my scrappy socks again, I can just kind of pick up a ball as I need it. but I haven't wound all of these into balls yet. I should do that, but it's just not been a priority. So yeah, I am basically ready to go out. I have a list, I have a plan, and I'm hoping to be home before noon. It's, oh, I don't have my watch. I think it's getting close to about 9 o'clock. Actually, stores might not even be open yet. I might need to delay leaving. I just occurred to me I probably can't even start shopping yet. So maybe what I'll do in the meantime is just start looking at the next Barbie clothes I'm going to sew and start picking up fabrics for those. In any case, I'll check in with you later today. It is much later. In fact, it's just about 20 after 4. I'm happy to report that I did get all my shopping done before noon. In fact, the last thing got rung through at about 11:30. So I was home before noon. Of course, on the way home, I remembered something that I should have picked up, but there's actually a few little somethings we still need to get. So I just keep adding it to the list and we keep checking it off. So we're getting there, very close to being done. Speaking of that, I've spent the last couple 2.5 hours or so picking out fabrics and cutting out pieces for more Barbie clothes. I've got a little dress, pair of capris, little skirt, 2 tops, and a fancy dress. So you can tell what I'm going to be doing for the next couple days, right? Tonight we are planning to, it's our appy night, so we're not going to be quite as leisurely as usual. We are planning to wrap some presents. I actually came home and wrapped all of Cameron's gifts. So I did manage to find a few things for him for under the tree. So he will have something to open Christmas morning. And now they're all wrapped, so that job's off my plate too, so that's good. This is totally unrelated, but I just had to share it. So we got a box of chocolates, and you know how they'll have an insert, you know, like what kind of chocolates are either, you know, inside the box or the kind that they make. This is a general one with like all the chocolates that this company makes. And thankfully we did not receive this one. If you can believe it, they have a chocolate that contains goat cheese and Chardonnay. Let me just repeat that. Goat cheese, Chardonnay in a chocolate. Now, I like goat cheese. I don't really like Chardonnay, to be honest, most of them anyway, but I do like white wine. But I can't imagine why anyone would think to put goat cheese and Chardonnay in a chocolate. Maybe the Chardonnay, you know, they're liqueur chocolates, but goat cheese? I guess you shouldn't diss it if you haven't tried it, but who would even think of that? I was editing today's segments and I realized I didn't show you my presents. So this is the bowl that my teammate made. This is it's called crystalline. I don't know if it's exactly a method of glazing or how you would describe it, but it just is so neat. Just makes some really cool shapes. Like I did with the curling rocks, she just put them in bags and said, you know, take one randomly and feel free to trade amongst yourselves. And we all chose to keep the one that we picked. We all really liked ours, so it was just kind of cool how that distributed itself. And then here's my little gnome salt and pepper shakers. Aren't those adorable? And then this is a set of like, what do you call them? Maybe pâté knives. Anyway, that'll be handy to have. As I mentioned this morning, I don't have any of those. Come in this nice little box. I also wanted to show you this really cool thing. One of not a woman on my curling team, but someone from curling. I actually took a couple of university courses with her a number of years ago, and then we and we used to sit together, and then we became reacquainted once I started curling and saw her at the curling club. Anyway, she's quite an artist, and my teammate had purchased one of these from her, and she had brought it and delivered it last week. And I saw it, and I knew that this was perfect for my best friend, so I ordered one too. It's a little shadow box frame. I don't know if you can read. Our friendship is like a cup of tea, a special blend of you and me, and then the tea bag has been painted on. I can see something is reflecting. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Sorry. Let's see if I do that. That should take care of it. Put it in a better spot. Anyway, I thought that was just beautiful, so that's what I'll be giving to my best friend. I think maybe it's time to say goodbye for today. I've got a couple hours before Cameron gets home. I am expecting someone to drop by in a little while to drop something off, and I'm hoping to maybe get a jump on those Barbie clothes. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just looking over there at my chocolate advent calendar. So why don't I grab that for maybe the last time? You know what I think I did? I think I messed up yesterday and took day 20 because I see 19 is still here. 19's right there, and I took 20 down here because I think I finished off the wolf. All right, well, 19, I can see something sticking out, and it is orange. So a little box looks like that. We're getting very close to finishing the picture. So I was a day ahead of myself. Oh well, I guess it's better than being a day behind. Anyway, on that note, have yourself a lovely evening, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm not sure, is the solstice on the 21st? I know it often is, but we were discussing it the other day, and I forgot to actually look it up, so I should do that, because I would like to knit on my longest night shawl on the solstice, even if it's only for a few minutes. So I better figure out when that is. Anyway, good night. See you tomorrow.